नमस्कार नमस्कार नमस्कार, मेरा नाम है राजीव कुमार जेनेहार के भी, और मैं हूँ उस वक्त नेशन नाउ पर। नेशन नाउ में आप सबका स्वागत है। एडवोकेट प्रदीप नाम्बियार जी और मैं, हम दोनों हमेशा की तरह हमेशा आपके साथ हैं। प्रदीप जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर, नमस्कार।
आप सबको जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी, वंदे मातरम।
वंदे मातरम।
जय सिया राम, हर हर महादेव।
हर हर महादेव।
आप सबको अस्सलाम वालेकुम, सत श्री अकाल, गुड इवनिंग, शलोम, वणकम। चाइनीज में निहाओ, जापानीज में कोनिचिवा। प्रदीप जी
Abariyako Jammu from viewers from East Africa, South Africa, the continent of Africa, wherever they speak Swahili.
I don't think the South Africans are going to be very, very happy. They just lost the match they ought to have won. As you said, it was like, you know, a runner ball, then less than a runner ball, and India still won, which is amazing.
Actually, half of India were actually going to switch off the TV.
Yes.
Because they couldn't bear the sight, jo run rate itna kam tha, and 5 wickets in hand. And then comes Surya Kumar Yadav and that amazing catch.
Reminiscent of Kapil Dev's catch.
Yes, yes.
In 1983, which got out Dave Richards. And this time,
he was another best batsman.
He got out David Miller.
Yes, yes.
Wow, that was amazing. No wonder the Pakistanis are going crazy and talking all about the fact that he had cheated and stuff like that, and that actually the boundary had moved. Oh God, these guys are such sore losers. I don't know. The Pakistanis and the South Africans should get a life. Not all Pakistanis, of course. Some of them are very, very, very neutral, very objective, very, very nice people. But quite a few. Jesus, like that Inzamam ul Haq. Oh God, what's he done to himself anyway? But what a great feeling. Finally, India have won an ICC tournament, an ICC World Cup. Not a tournament. We won the 2013 Champions Trophy as well, but that's in a different category altogether. After 2011 World Cup, this is a new this is a World Cup which we have won after 13 years, and 17 years after we won the first T20 World Cup.
But this catch, I would rate it much more than Kapil Dev's catch.
That's right.
He had to keep the balance within the ball going for a 6 and then keep.
लेकिन प्रदीप जी उस वक्त ऐसे कैच का कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं था. ऐसे कैच का कॉन्सेप्ट आया है आईपीएल में सबसे पहली बार. That gentleman from the West Indies, that tall chap, very big guy from the West Indies, he's the guy who first showed us that this could be done. That you throw the ball up in the air, your momentum carries you out of the boundary, and you come back and catch it inside the boundary, and that was fantastic.
And
I need help here. I need to remember who was that guy. Who's that guy? Who's still there? Who's still there in the backup staff of the Mumbai Indians?
Okay.
Gee, but really great, fantastic. What a weekend! Wow, amazing, absolutely amazing. And then a great speech by Rahul Gandhi. At least a very provocative speech. I don't know whether it can be called a great speech, but a very, very provocative speech. And for the first time I saw Narendra Modi ji objecting to what the LOP is saying. For the first time I saw Amit Shah Sahab telling the speaker how to run the house. Amazing. So maybe Rahul Gandhi is learning. What do you think?
Definitely. I mean, first time मैं देख रहा हूँ कि treasury benches and the ruling party were actually protesting the way Rahul Gandhi was talking. Every time पप्पू करके बदनाम करते थे. आज राहुल गांधी जी ने जिस प्रकार से बात की है, it took the entire treasury benches on the back foot. They were on the back foot. Amit Shah coming and objecting. In fact, he literally told the speaker that you are not running the house properly.
Yeah.
How are you allowing these things to happen? That is telling the speaker that you are not running the house well. Now these things, and Rahul Gandhi जिस प्रकार से कहा, now that again the BJP will take it to their own advantage that all Hindus are not violent. You're calling all, but he gave a message that Hindus are not RSS. All Hindus, I mean, Modi doesn't stand up for all Hindus. The RSS doesn't stand up for all Hindus. Nor the BJP stand for all the Hindus.
But the fact is, irrespective of anything else, whether you agree with Rahul Gandhi or not, it makes for very interesting viewing in the Lok Sabha. And thank God his speech was not interrupted. I would say we must thank the speaker, Mr. Om Birla, the Honourable Mr. Om Birla, that the speech was not interrupted. So this is what Parliament is. Now you can actually enjoy the exchange between the Treasury benches and the opposition in Parliament. I hope it continues. I hope this thing continues, and that'll be really
And
lovely.
Rahul Gandhi
And by
said-
the way, Pradeep ji, the first time we saw such a catch being taken was in the IPL by Kyron Pollard.
Okay.
He's the guy who actually first showed us that this could be done. If the ball is going towards the boundary, your momentum is carrying you to the boundary, you throw the ball up in the air, go across the boundary, jump back in and collect the ball, which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
My God, that's amazing, that kind of an experience.
Right, and lovely to see Rahul Gandhi find his mojo, and lovely to see the exchange between the treasury benches and the opposition
And
benches.
this is a more defined Rahul Gandhi. He was very, very aggressive, very, very assertive, and he was not ready to give up. You know, it's not the old Rahul Gandhi when the speaker says, "Bed jao." No, it's not that "Main bed jaunga, main bad jaunga." No, stand up and talk, and he's talking right, looking into his face. This is an aggressive Rahul Gandhi, very
But then now-
assertive Rahul Gandhi.
Now he is officially leader of the opposition.
Yes, sir.
Right, at the moment with us from the BJP, our very dear old friend, Mr. Ali Daruwala Sahab. Daruwala Sahab, this वक्त he joins us from Pune. Daruwala Sahab, namaskar.
नमस्कार नमस्कार जय हिंद जय महाराष्ट्र वंदे मातरम
Vande Mataram, sir.
Vande
Vande Mataram. कैसे हैं sir? How are you, sir?
फर्स्ट क्लास राजीव
तो दारुवाला साहब, राहुल गांधी साहब कहते हैं कि सभी हिंदू नहीं है आरएसएस में, सभी हिंदू नहीं है बीजेपी में, और बीजेपी और मोदी जी सभी हिंदुओं को रिप्रेजेंट नहीं करते हैं, ऐसा आज राहुल गांधी साहब ने कहा है. तो मतलब यू फाइंड अ न्यू असर्टिव राहुल गांधी इन पार्लियामेंट, एंड थैंकफुली इनफ you are now finding a new kind of debate happening in the Lok Sabha. I find it great as a journalist. You know, lovely to watch. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that we were missing earlier. Sir, please, go ahead. Your impression, sir.
Correct. As a leader of opposition, as you're saying, I said there was a lot of training that was going into him. And I used to always tell you, Rajiv sir and Pradeep sir, that when will this man learn? So much of man hours have gone into prompting him, pumping him, and even like a puppet. He was being used like a fed, almost fed. But I think it's high time now, at this ripe age of 52, 53, he's learning and he wants to represent. And with that good number of 90 seats coming, he has got his confidence. And it is good in the opposition, as Modi ji said, I want a strong opposition. I want bills to be debated. And the people's participation. As I always said in my last interview with Rajiv sir, Pradeep sir, you'll remember, I said, yeah, this participation is important. Even the opposition is fairly responsible for running this country. And I appreciate, as you know, if he's spoken well, I really appreciate. And this should be a healthy debate, and
Absolutely.
the parliament
I
should
agree
work
with
the
you.
way it should work.
I agree with you. So, but Daruwala Sahab, there is one thing. From today's July the 1st, the new criminal laws have come into force. Now the problem is, even most lawyers and judges, they're not familiar with the new criminal laws. अभी तक क्या है सर कि वो पुराना 302 अभी तक याद है, 498 अभी तक याद है, तो 120 भी अभी तक याद है. तो मेरा ये कहना है कि यहाँ पर बहुत कंफ्यूजन होने वाला है सर, especially where the judges, where the lawyers are concerned, in the lower court, the higher court, everywhere else. So, कौन से सेक्शन में किसको ट्राई करना है, इसके बारे में जरा रोशनी डालेंगे सर कुछ, प्लीज.
Nothing. The people who have been working on this law, none other than the the university chancellors who has sat on the law making amendment thing. In this, what has happened is like a non-existent 150 to 200 REC laws have been abolished. Ambit has been increased, and law where it was like futile, like Modi ji said, yeah, close to 30,000 unnecessary rules that were there, he has abolished. Likewise, same Amit Shah sir has worked on this, and 150 to 200 defunct penal codes have been abolished. The blueprint is there with us. It will be circulated, and tomorrow onwards, I'm sure lawyers and judges, and they are all stalwarts, and it will trickle down, and it will be ease in the justice system delivered. The full idea is justice system being delivered, systematically implemented, and the criminals should not go scot-free. there are lots of provision. It's just come into my hand. As you see, that video recording FIR has to be completed in a certain time. Before the first hearing, the charge sheet has to be completed. So it has been made very transparent and very effective.
And the police can keep you in jail for 24 hours without giving you any explanation.
Correct.
For any crime. I mean, even a sub-inspector today, for example, can object to the conversation Mr. Ali Darwala, Mr. Pradeep Nambiar and RKB are having, and we all three of us can be placed in a police station and no explanation need to be given. What do you think of that, sir? Darwala, sir?
Correct. I think the most competent person to talk on this is Pradeep sir, who is a lawyer, advocate himself. I'm sure he also must be having a copy of the same. We will go through it point-wise. It's just been released at 5 o'clock. And it will be a more clearer debate since tomorrow when we go through the fine print of this law.
Darwala sahab, you know, the main thing is that अंग्रेजों के ज़माने के जो laws है, it needed to be changed, implemented, new ones implemented. Swadeshi, as Amit Shah said, we needed something Swadeshi, and it has happened. And he says it has happened after 75 years, and that's all right when Amit Shah says that. All the three laws that you talk, Indian Civil Security Act, Indian Justice Code, and Indian Evidence Act. But when the opposition, as on today, meets the speaker and tells them we need to first discuss this, because this was passed in a haste. This was passed in a haste. This was not discussed. The bills were not discussed nicely with the entire parliament, and they gave a list that most of the bills, 25% of the bills passed last time was passed within 1 hour, and passing laws by voice vote. He said we need discussions. We need discussions. So what's the harm? Darwala sahab, a nice fine discussion would have actually helped. The voice.
We can't hear Darwala sahab.
Now?
Yes,
Am I audible?
We can hear you now.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I am totally in understanding, and I agree with what the opposition bench has to say. If at all it needs to be implemented, made more stringent, if it is like diluted. But on the contrary to what the Congress manifesto was there, that there should be no penal action like hanging, like death penalty should be abolished. Over here in this law, it is so stringent as to a rape on a minor is nothing but sentenced to death. These things can be debated, it can be heard upon, but it cannot be diluted. Unless and until you have a very stringent law on your head, citizens will not adhere, they will not be scared, and law will not be respected. I'm sure it has been taken into consideration, and it is the law for the nation and for the people of this country.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
So Darwala
Yeah.
sahab, we'll continue with this at some other point of time after we've had enough knowledge of all the laws that there are. But
Exactly.
you know, I have a basic question for you. We know you work with Indresh Kumar ji. We know you've been working very closely with the RSS. So, since the BJP does not have a majority of its own, that is, you've got 240 seats. 240 सीटें आपके पास, 32 सीटें कम हैं from a simple majority. कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं है कि जो कोर इशू हैं बीजेपी के, फॉर एग्जाम्पल काशी विश्वनाथ हो गया, कृष्ण जन्मस्थान हो गया, पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर हो गया, मतलब एक अखंड भारत हो गया, यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड हो गया, कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं है कि ये सब जो चीज़ें हैं, विषय जो हैं, वो डाइल्यूट हो जाएंगे? क्या अभी भी उतनी ही कमिटमेंट रहेगी मोदी जी की इन सब विषयों के ऊपर? दारूवाला साहब?
Yeah, now good you have touched a subject which is close to my heart and which I apparently was working till some time. All this 4 to 5 new laws that need to be implemented will be discussed threadbare, and they are in the interest of the nation. I do not think Rajiv sir and Pradeep sir, anybody sitting even in the opposition will have a problem with this law, because this bill, when passed, it is going to make this country more stronger, more appropriate. And if you just go through it, what the essence of this bills are making India stronger and giving more power to the citizens of this country. Taking over what is ours, I don't think any, even the MPs from the opposition will take objection to it. Uniform Civil Code, if you see, there are certain things that need to be discussed threadbare. Muslims have a certain apprehension. but on your prestigious platform, I've always made very clear that Muslims have been kept out of uniform civil code. They can have their own practice. The Sharia law, the Waqf, the Sunni board, and all has been untouched. Coming to Akhanda Bharat does not mean like putting the states together. Their indigenous presence will not be touched. Akhanda Bharat is an idea and not some paperwork that is going to be implemented. This is what the main essence of this stalwart bills that are yet to come. And I don't think anything should be a problem. Even if, I guess our number is less. Otherwise, it would have just been sailed through like how it happened in the previous 10 years. But even with discussion, we should be able to implement this new bills.
You know, Darwala Sahab, JP Nadda said that Rahul Gandhi's speech was lies plus Hindu hatred. Lies plus Hindu hatred is Rahul Gandhi. That's what JP Nadda said. Rahul Gandhi talked about violent Hindutva. He says Mr. Modi doesn't represent all the Hindus. Now the BJP represent all the Hindus. No, the RSS represent all the Hindus. JP Nadda went on to further say that Rahul Gandhi has lied on MSP and Agniveer. He says no compensation was paid to Agniveers who Shaheed hote hain. Rajnath Singh got up and said 1 crore rupees is paid as compensation to Agniveers who die on duty. 1 crore rupees. Now that's what he called a lie. He said these are all lies that Rahul Gandhi, the leader of the opposition, is telling the entire parliament. Now how do you see JP Nadda's statement? Darwala Sahab.
Correct. Now we have learned the tricks of the trade. What Congress, the opposition, and all this India alliance was doing is whatever work we do, whatever transformation we bring, they start with the narrative calling us lies, calling us like we are bluffing. So we have learned that to expose them, this toolkit that the Congress and this India alliance was using against us is we are countering it there and then. We are not waiting. We are not shying away. We are immediately going to the media with foolproof documents in our hand, and we are exposing it there and then. The government is in the business of implementing law and giving justice and everything transparently. When we have documents transparently in our hand, we do not need to listen to the nonsense of Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge ji, and what these people keep saying on the floor. We are countering them there and then, and their bubble is being bursted instantly.
You know, he attacked the speaker. Rahul Gandhi attacked the speaker. He said, now you have to hold, when you are holding that office, you cannot bow down and touch the feet of the Prime Minister. That's what the speaker has done. That is Rahul Gandhi's charge. You as a speaker, you have to maintain the dignity of a speaker. You cannot touch the feet of the Prime Minister inside the house. That's wrong. That sends wrong signals across the parliament, the whole country. Now, how do you see that statement where Rahul Gandhi says that you have lowered in fact he has said he's lowered the dignity of the speaker, the office of the speaker, by touching Narendra Modi's feet? Darwala Sahab.
Sabhyata is the single sentence that I'll use. I do not know if Rajiv sir will agree with me or no. It is the age. It is the age of the Honorable Prime Minister, well as the young age of our Speaker, Om Birla ji. That is one thing. When someone so senior, someone so elderly is there in front of you, you wish them is either by doing namaste or taking the Ashirwad. I don't see anything wrong in what my speaker has done. He has embraced and he has held the legacy of the country, and he has given the due respect to the Prime Minister, not for the post, but for his age, and he has done the appropriate and the right thing.
Sir, just one small thing with regard to the Agniveers, where they said that Rahul Gandhi ji, what was he saying? What he said was that Agniveers are not receiving the compensation which martyred Agniveers do not receive the same compensation as regular soldiers, which is absolutely true, by the way, which is not untrue. It is true that a total of 1 crore is received by the next of kin, but they don't get any pension, they don't get any health benefits like all the widows, war widows get. Suppose the Agniveer is married, his widow is not going to get the benefits of what a regular soldier gets. So it is not as if what he is saying is incorrect, because the Agniveer will get a lump sum of somewhere around 1 crore. That's it. As far as pension is concerned, as far as health benefits are concerned, as far as schooling benefits for the kids, etc. are concerned, Agniveers still do not have that scheme. So, is there a plan from the government to bring the Agniveers within the ambit of that? Darwala sir?
Correct. Rajiv sir, answering to this question, the citizens may not be knowing. On your prestigious platform, I would like to make it very clear, the pension program was abolished in the regime of Manmohan Singh, Sonia Gandhi Sarkar, and there is no pension given since 1999-2000 onwards to any government employee, may it be state government, central government. The pension burden on the treasury has been removed, and it has not been removed after 2014.
So soldiers get pension. The army men get pension. That has not been removed. That has not been touched.
Pension, but on this contract, I'm coming on the state government, as I said, sir. Hello?
Ji, yes. I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, on the state government, employees of the government are not getting pension. Coming to employees on the contractual basis are not entitled for pension. Over here, yeah, there is compensation for Agniveer employees, soldiers, and the people who have been inducted through that modus are being compensated. The martyrs and the first to the kin are being compensated. Pension has been abolished by the Congress when they were in power in the state as well as in the center.
I repeat, sir, soldiers are getting pension even now. That is not been abolished.
Army, I'm not talking about the army, sir. State government and government employees, that's what I told you.
I'm talking about Agniveer, sir. If an Agniveer dies in the line of duty, why should his next of kin or his widow not get a pension that a regular soldier does? That's what people are asking. That's all. He's laid down his life for his country. Don't you think his family is entitled to the benefits that all other soldiers' kin are being given by the government?
Over here in Agniveer, in this contractual labor, we have the option of opting out. Whereas in the army, you have a contract and you cannot opt out. So a pension is liable to the army Jawan who has been recruited through the commission. He is entitled, and in Agniveer, it's a contractual system which is a short term, very short term. Over here, I don't think pension, well, as you say, it may be discussed. It's coming out for discussion in the parliament. If there is provision, it will be looked into. But at this point in time, Agniveer contractual Jawans have a very short term. In this pension, how viable and how much the treasury will be able to afford is something that we need to look upon.
Darwala sahab, one small thing, one very, very small thing. I don't know how you're going to take this. जो अभी कांग्रेस पार्टी के 52 सीट से 99 सीट गए हैं, 52 सीट पर थे, उनको 47 सीट और मिली अपने सिंबल के ऊपर, और 2 और लोगों ने उनको क्या अनकंडीशनल सपोर्ट ऑफर कर दिया, तो मतलब 101 हो गई. One of the reasons also is that the Congress manifesto promised return of the old pension scheme. Don't you think the government of India should pay close heed and perhaps take a second look at what they are doing? Because considering the size of the economy, considering the growth in population that we've got, according to one particular estimate by a United Nations agency, we have now crossed 150 crore people. Don't you think that these people are entitled to some kind of a parachute when they retire? Darwala sir?
I agree with you, sir. That is the lucrative part where people, at one point in time, I remember, where my uncles and all, they were very proud to be government servants. And if there was a marriage proposal, they said government servant, retirement, pension, sab jaake wahan hai. But I feel that it's too much of a burden on the government treasury. Financial conditions, I'm not so aware, and I will not be able to comment since I'm not from the finance department and that's not my field of work. But this pension thing, I feel it's been scrapped for quite some time, and not in the BJP time, Rajiv sir. I'm sure you'll be researching while you have been talking to me. Pension has been abolished long time back. In spite of pension being abolished, there are still thousands and thousands of people who are still waiting and trying to get government jobs. I do not know why, but I feel this is what the current situation is.
You are very close to the RSS. You are very close to the RSS. Mallikarjun Kharge today in the upper house lashed out of the RSS. He talked about other things, RSS, NEET, Agniveer, PM, धर्म विशेष टिप्पणी करना, हमारे जो मैनिफेस्टो थे, चंदा दो, चंदा लो, that's what he said, arrogance. And he said, the RSS has taken over the education system in this country. RSS ने हमारे पूरे education system को अपने हाथ में ले लिया है. All senior members, all the senior posts are filled by people from the RSS. Now that was a clear-cut attack by Mallikarjun Kharge on the RSS, and he said, he threatened, he said, India is moving towards a Manuvadi system. Manuvadi. Now how do you see this attack on the RSS? You have been a close associate of Indiresh Kumarji. How do you see this attack on the RSS by Mallikarjun Kharge?
Correct. 20 years back, a voice has been given to Muslims on the RSS platform that was done by none other than Indiresh Kumarji. When we worked very closely, we saw there is no discrimination. That is only one part of the MRM. But while interacting, meeting other pracharaks and all that, we realized that the educated lot, basically more from the universities, from all walks of life, all field of life, no matter what they are doing, good prominent businessmen, they come and they join into this affiliate only and only for one reason. RSS believes in one thing: service to nation first and service to mankind and humanity. Over here, politics is not given any importance. Mind you, when I'm saying with conviction. Over here, if politics is discussed and if they realize you're here for the agenda of coming into politics, getting a shortcut and parachuted through the RSS platform, mark me, nothing of this can happen. If they see that you're in a rush and you have only chosen to be member over here, let me assure you, the pracharaks who have dedicated their life, they have been working there from their youth. They're all gold medalists, they're all toppers, they're all from really good families also. Big industrialist houses, people have absorbed their life and they have joined the RSS to serve the country. Over here, what I have seen, it is an organization, it is a non-profit organization, no one gets a salary. They live in a very minimal, bare clothing, bare money. They travel with, really the atrocity. If you see how they live is really painful. At the same time, BJP, who is, as they say, as the organization of RSS, is number 17. There are 16 other organizations in RSS who are much more in higher esteem, who are doing larger work. And being in power or not being in power is not going to stop RSS, because our agendas has got nothing to be in politics or be in the parliament. Our work will go on. Yeah, things do become simple and become more easier if you're in power, but it doesn't help the ideology, and ideology doesn't get diluted being in power. And what Mallikarjun Kharge ji is saying, our ideology is ideology of the common people and only betterment of this nation. I can tell you with deep confidence, on Donkey Ki Chot, there is nothing hidden. Everything is transparent. Their meetings are videoed. They do not discuss anything which is against the country. In fact, they talk of a Vishwa Guru. They talk of one world, one mankind. They really talk of something which is ahead of time, sir.
Sir, Darwala sir, one of the criticisms directed at the government by both Mr. Rahul Gandhi in the Lok Sabha and Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge in the Rajya Sabha is that the education department and the Ministry of Education is more concerned right now with implementing the new education policy instead of finding out what exactly went wrong with the NEET. So NEET scam को लेकर के जो मैसेज यंग लोगों को जाना चाहिए था, युवाओं को जाना चाहिए था, जो लोग बैठे हैं मेडिकल एंट्रेंस एग्जाम के लिए, वो नहीं जा रहा है. उसके बजाय जो आरएसएस की एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है वो आप ज़्यादा इम्प्लीमेंट करने में आपका ध्यान वहाँ ज़्यादा केंद्रित है. तो मतलब is there any truth in that, sir? Darwala sir?
Nothing. Sir, in fact, the new education policy that has happened in the last term, most of the syllabuses have been converted, changed, it has been implemented. And coming to NEET, sir, let me tell you one thing. The High Power Committee, Honorable Dharmendra Pradhan ji, has gone to the root. Yes, we are on back foot. The most shameful thing has happened. There is no way I can defend this on a channel like yours. It needs to be punished, and punished to the core. You cannot mess around with lives of people. I have few of my family members who are preparing till 11:30 in the night. At 12:31, they get a phone call that the next day exam has been cancelled. It is very painful. It is not the student. It is a full family who is attached to this. And like 15 lakh, 16 lakh people appearing. Just imagine the repercussions, how many people's life has been touched. This thing cannot be taken lightly. I can join you in the same cause and in the same voice. The man should be punished, no matter who. Even if they are from the ruling party, the new IPC should be implemented, and need be the most stringent thing. Well, this is not Afghanistan. Had it been Afghanistan, we could have had the Taliban law and whipped that person in the bloody choke.
You know, Darwala Sahab, one of the most important things that Rahul Gandhi said, Rahul Gandhi ji ने कहा कि पिछले 10 साल से Mr. Modi has attacked the idea of India. Prime Minister Modi has attacked the idea of India. Our Prime Minister attacked the Constitution. Rahul Gandhi further says Rahul Gandhi was attacked on the orders of the government of India and Prime Minister Modi. 20 plus cases उन पर डाला गया, 2 jail sentences उन पर तोपा गया, घर उनका छीना गया, लोकसभा से बाहर कर दिया. 55 hours of interrogation by enforcement directorate. Oh, this was Modi's India, and he will not allow this to happen again. Rahul Gandhi, how do you see his statement? Darwala Sahab.
Sir, what Rahul Gandhi ji is saying is so baseless. It is so baseless and it is so stupid. The allegations on them were already in the pipeline. In fact, he's not been implemented and fabricated. It's like the full world knew what the Congress is doing. खाओ खिलाओ और काम चलाओ, ये इनकी सरकार की philosophy थी. I normally do not talk so loosely on a prestigious channel like yours. कांग्रेस के जमाने में क्या हुआ करता था, क्या विचारधारा थी, ये उत्तर प्रदेश में और बाकी स्टेट्स में क्या होता था, सब वी आर ऑल अवेयर ऑफ इट सर. मोदी जी का काम कितना अपलॉड हो रहा है, देश भर तो छोड़ो, इंटरनेशनली मोदी जी के काम को कितनी सराहना हो रही है. इट इज नॉट दैट राहुल गांधी सेइंग एंड इट इज द गॉसिपल ट्रूथ व्हाट ही हैज सेड. It is totally shameful that on such a prestigious platform, instead of discussing new laws, they are discussing nonsense.
सर चलते चलते बिहार में 5 पुल गिरे सर, 5 bridges have been washed away by the first rain. One bridge in Aradia, it was washed away even before its inauguration. It's your government in power over there, along with Mr. Nitish Kumar. There are 3 airports whose roofs have fallen. One, of course, was built in 2009. The second one in Jabalpur was repaired and inaugurated. The roof was repaired and it was inaugurated by Mr. Modi himself on March the 25th. And on Saturday, the roof of the Rajkot airport also fell down. So what's going on?
Sir, nature's fury, I can assure you, sir, it may be the airport or what happened privately. It is the nature, it is the fury. And I can assure you, if law is not followed, if contractors are found guilty, this government will not spare them. No matter in whose tenure this was done, loss to life and loss to government property and money being squandered this way is not going to be taken lightly.
I hope so. I really and truly hope so, because the head of your IT cell, the head of the BJP IT cell is saying something altogether different. He is, as usual, blaming the Congress government.
And we hope, and we always discuss, Bajaj Sahab, that Gadkari bought he changed the Motor Vehicle Act and made stringent fines on everybody, acting as a deterrent. Why don't you have it where infrastructure projects is concerned? उठा के डाल दो 10-10 साल के, उनको जेल दे दो, तो कोई nobody dare to make bad roads or bad bridges.
Yes, Pradeep sir and Rajiv sir, I respectfully agree to every sentence that you're saying. जो एक आक्रोश और जो एक anger एक उमड़ता है ना sir, you're perfectly right. It needs to be done, and we need to really have steel-fisted people who are going to implement law, not considering कि हम elect होके आते या नहीं आते. Such people should be given chance and to take this country to another level. जैसा हम इसको एक सर्वश्रेष्ठ देश जो बनाना चाहते, so this thing needs to be done. I agree with Pradeep sir and with your
so
anchor.
finally, would
I
you
am on
like
the same
to
page with you, sir.
would you like to congratulate the new chief secretary of Maharashtra
Yeah.
on her appointment?
Yeah.
For the first time,
Yeah, very,
Maharashtra has
very,
got
very
a woman
respect.
chief secretary. Sujata Sonik ji has become the new chief secretary, sir. Would you like to congratulate her?
100% on your prestigious platform. I'd like to congratulate her. And today she's taking charge on the 1st of July.
Yes.
I wish her all the best. And really, she should run and be a
Fantastic. Because
like
her husband,
idol for all the ladies, sir.
because her husband remains advisor to the chief minister, so so both husband and wife are going to be working for the government together. But they were working for the government together anyway, and thankfully she had been superseded twice earlier. Thankfully, now she has been appointed, and that's absolutely fantastic. So congratulations, Sujata Sonik ji, for being
Hats off.
appointed the first ever woman chief secretary of the state of Maharashtra. Thank you very much, sir. Great pleasure as always talking to you. Hari Darwala sir. Namaskar. Jai Siya Ram.
Good night. Thank you, Pradeep sir. Thank you, Rajiv sir. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Jai Hind. Jai Maharashtra.
Jai.
So, Pradeep ji, Rahul Gandhi actually galvanized the opposition. Let's be very clear. By his constant, taunts directed at the chief minister, at the prime minister, and everybody else. He's really good. Gee, aap kuch bolo.
Aggressive, absolutely he knew what he was doing.
Gee.
He was very assertive and he was not going to give up. Usually हमने पहले राहुल गांधी जी को पहले स्पीकर बोलते बैठिए तो नहीं, I will say I want to speak about this BJP, I want to speak about Prime Minister Modi, and he was very aggressive and assertive.
और सबसे बड़ी बात थी, he was very clear. सबसे बड़ी बात ये थी कि पहली बार उनकी स्पीच में इतनी जबरदस्त तरीके से क्लैरिटी देखी है। और जो उन्होंने कहा ना कि भाई अकेली बीजेपी मतलब हिंदुओं का नेतृत्व नहीं करती है, अकेले मोदी जी हिंदुओं का नेतृत्व नहीं करते हैं, अकेली आरएसएस हिंदुओं का नेतृत्व नहीं करती है, हिंदुओं का ठेका आप लोगों ने नहीं ले रखा है, हम भी हिंदू हैं, सबसे बड़ी बात ये है। और यहाँ पर भले ही पार्लियामेंट्री रूल्स के मुताबिक ना हो, वो जो शिव जी की तस्वीर लेकर के आए पार्लियामेंट में, विच बाय द वे इज नॉट अलाउड, लेकिन फिर भी अब हर जगह पर कांग्रेस के लोग यही कहेंगे, देखिए शिव जी की तस्वीर इन्होंने दिखानी नहीं थी पार्लियामेंट में, भारतीय जनता पार्टी का हिंदू।
First time, the speaker was under pressure. The speaker was under pressure. He couldn't tell anything. Shivaji, भगवान शिव के वो पिक्चर्स लेके घूमते. अमित शाह to get up. अमित शाह उठकर बोलने लगे, क्या कानून उनको अप्लाई नहीं करते? आप क्या कर रहे हो?
ये पहली बार मैंने देखा है अमित शाह जी को इस तरीके से बोलते हुए, या मोदी जी खुद को खड़ा होना पड़ा राहुल गांधी जी के सामने उनको बोलने के लिए कि भाई सारे हिंदुओं को आप अटैक कर रहे हैं। एंड राहुल गांधी वाज वेरी क्लियर, ही सेड नहीं, मैंने सब हिंदुओं की बात नहीं करी है, मैंने सिर्फ आपकी बात करी है, आरएसएस की और बीजेपी की बात करी है कि आप लोग जो हैं आप हिंदुओं के ठेकेदार नहीं हैं। जबरदस्त। लेट्स गो स्ट्रेट अक्रॉस टू गोपाल तिवारी जी, ऑल्सो फ्रॉम पुणे आई थिंक।